Welcome back to another weekly video then. Thank you for all those who tuned in last week. So we're pulling the night shift tonight. We've got Southport Flower Show from Thursday and I'm nowhere near ready. So I'm just having a little bite to eat, last night's leftovers, and then back into the unit doing some more jarring, labelling, candle making, you name it. I've got it to do. I've left it to the last minute as normal. But anyway, this is what we're up to this week. So, turn away from the sun there. So my auntie messaged the other day saying she works for a baker's supplies, things like that, saying she's got a lot of sugar that's gone off. Is it any use to me? She said, I think there's 10 kilos. I said, yeah, I'll take it. And then she messaged back saying, in fact, I think it's about 100 kilos. All right, darling.
Mama, you touched it.
All right, 1 second. 100 kilos. So Vicky's been picked up this morning because I'm busy still prepping for a Southport. And when she's come back, it's 100 kilos of individually wrapped fondant. Absolutely perfect, isn't it? You know what I mean? So, yeah, definitely glad of that. And apparently there's more to come as well. So, couldn't be happy with that one. I'm free of charge. Something a little bit different than this morning. So, I've got the trailer on. We're going setting up at Southport. But we've come to Sunnyfields to do a little bit of beekeeping talk for his honey festival. So he's having, let me show you. So we've got hives here on site at Sunnyfields, as you know, and Andrew stocks a lot of our honey. And beekeeper talks just for a couple of hours before I head on up the road to set up the gazebo. Observation hive. Over at the pumpkins then, just a quick check and a tidy because I think I need to trim in front of these. Man, they are getting in and out. They're alright. Quick check for space and then on to the next job. So it's packed up at Sunnyfields. And these girls wearing these wet supers in the back. Luckily it's not far for them to get back. Drive my back window open for a bit, so I didn't show it, but we came to the Southport Flower Show, get it right this time, yesterday to set up, and we're at a major busy flower show today trading. While we're on about big events, don't forget it's the Tetron UK grand opening of the UK store down near Norwich, Great Yarmouth Way on the 13th of September. So while I'll be there, it's a 6-hour drive for myself, so if I can get there in there, there's no reason for you to not do. So yeah, hopefully see many of you down there for that fantastic day. I believe he's putting on hog roast and barbecue or something like that anyway. I'll find out if he doesn't let you know. So we're here at a really busy Southport Flower Show with our fantastic honey, and there's a little bit of bonus. We've brought our honey gin with us as well. So if you're coming on down, make sure you come and check us out. And if not, everything is available on our website. Early start this morning. I'm over in York. So I'm at Sand Hutton, which is a biotech facility. I think this is home of the bee unit. Bee unit? Yeah, that's right. Bee unit. The National Bee Unit, should I say. So we're here for a course with the bee farmers. I'll straighten that camera up a little bit. With the bee farmers. So some of you may have heard or may not have heard of a scheme called DASH. So it's where ultimately commercial bee farmers, beekeepers with large numbers of colonies can become self-certified in inspecting their own hives and things like that. But the problem with DASH, there's only so many places per year to get on the scheme. And obviously with DASH, it stops the national bee inspectors being tied up inspecting hundreds and hundreds of hives with one person. Obviously it frees them up time for hobby beekeepers and things like that with their issues and lower number of hives. So we're here today for a little bit of, it's training, so it's not DASH, but obviously giving us a bit more information, what to look for, disease and things like that. We're actually going to go in some hives, I think, a lot of classroom stuff this morning, just as a little bit of intermediate thing, so not quite DASH, but obviously, so we can, after we a large number of colonies, we can identify any issues and things like that. So strict protocol not to be recording on site, so hence why I'm in the car park filming on my phone. But if there is anything I can show you, I will do. But it's a big fancy lab facility here, quite impressive, so I'll show you what I can. So there we go, a day spent at the National Bee Unit over in York. It's a great day, looking at disease frames and things like that. Obviously an eye-opener. One thing to take away from this, whether you're running 100 hives or one hive as a hobby, get yourself registered on BeeBase. It just allows people then to be notified if anything outbreaks or anything in your area, and then it can be dealt with, and ultimately you'll be informed. So after our little day at the MBU yesterday, I decided to have a bit, not a chilled day. I'm going to go and check some nukes in a bit, but we put these stairs in. We've got obviously a barn, it's hard to tell, with a little bit of storage up top. That I put a new floor down in because the floor was rotten, and I put this old staircase in. Now I've been really paranoid. Obviously the girls are on the farm and stuff like that, and not that we'll let them wander about willy-nilly, but it's just an accident waiting to happen. With no handrails, so we've got these old packing timbers off some pallets, and I'm just doing that for peace of mind. I'll do the same up top, then nobody falls off the edge because it's quite a drop, as you can see, and then I'll go and do some beekeeping stuff. So I've got 45 nukes that I'm bringing back from the sunflowers. Some of them have done really well, and some are very, very light. It's a bit of an odd one. So I've left, I think it's either 3 or 4 hives on site. I think 2 of them are queenless and 2 of them are very, very small. So hopefully they'll collect all the flying bees. So I'm going to run these back now, back to the nuke yard, or one of the nuke yards anyway, and that will probably pretty much be full to capacity, I think. I might have to do a little bit of housekeeping, a little bit of strimming prior, but hopefully they'll be safe. It's not far down the road, to be fair. Far enough so the bees won't fly back to here, but not far to drive. And then tomorrow morning we'll come back. They want some more honey at this sunflower field. And we'll probably take the girls for a little walk around while we're here as well. Right, yeah, go and drop these off. Oh God, I'm knackered. That little hill's killed me off. But that's that trailer unloaded. All the nukes are up here now. So you can't ever say that my videos aren't varied. So got the mini digger, and I'm just putting in some fencing ultimately for these things. So, got chickens, as you saw in a video a few months ago now, wasn't it? So I'm gonna put some fencing in along here, and then the chickens can get out and graze, and then I think we may have some pigs and turkeys and God knows what else on the cards. So we've come for a little, well, we've had to drop some honey off is what we've done, but we've come for a little trip out to Beeutiful sunflowers as well. So we've got hives literally over there somewhere, just behind those trees, and literally on the other side of that hedge. Obviously this is one of our sunflower fields. So this is the last week and weekend. Alright girls? Say hi guys.
Hi guys.
Ada's got sunflower pollen all over her nose where she's been sniffing the flowers. And so yeah, they're looking a little bit worse for wear at the minute now. Obviously it's bone dry. We've not had no rain now for some time. We've still got some fresh growth. These aren't looking too bad. They're recently opened, especially these ones, but a little bit of wind damage, a little bit of drought damage as well now. But they've filled a couple of honey boxes at least. I was looking that way when I went in them yesterday, but I was rushing about trying to get through the nukes and the hives on site, things like that. But it's a little bit dull today, so someone messaged me actually a while back. They'd been offered some sunflowers, and what's the script? Well, the script is, if it's as dull as today, you're wasting your time. So you want 20 plus, bright sunshine, some moisture in the ground for it to be any use to us beekeepers. In this weather, just they're giving nothing. And I can see a few bees knocking about, but I've been last week and week before and they were lifting with bees everywhere. So yeah, that's pretty much our sunflower season over, and season in general, I think. So I was sorting some more clearer boards out this morning. That's going to be a task for the rest of this week. Clearer boards on, all the honey off, and I want to be done and dusted. Feeding in decent with splits done, feeding in time next month hopefully is my plan. Then we're not last year I was it dragged on and we're pushing, trying to get treatments on and things like that, where I want to be on the ball this year. Right, I better go and find my kids because they've disappeared up that way somewhere. That's one thing with the sunflowers. Look at the amount of pollen on that bee. Who knew sunflowers had emotions? Back at DHL then, it's been a few weeks. Got my brand new Bee Farmers Association high vis, which I better put on now. And see if I can show you. So I've noticed on the way in, hopefully next year we DHL renew this. What am I doing? I can't even put a vest on. So hopefully DHL renew this next year, because that field there, I don't know if you can see it, literally on the other side of the hedge is OSR. So that's oilseed rape, that's been planted ready for spring next year, so that will be in abundance of yellow come April time. So I've just I brought my leaf blower. I've got some clearer balls as well, but I'll probably leaf blower these. I noticed on the way back from York the other day as well. So this is the balsam now. It's just looking really sorry for itself everywhere you see it, and that's because there's just no moisture in the ground. All the grass is turning brown. Our garden's the same at home. Still plenty of fly going on. So I brought some clearer boards should I need them. I brought some spur brood boxes, so the plan is obviously clear all these bees that get cleared out the supers. They have room then in some brood boxes, and we'll start winding them down ready for winter. But yeah, everything's just looking a little bit sorry for itself, a little bit bedraggled, a bit like myself. But yeah, we'll see what we're up to here, and we'll see if we can find that elusive queen as well. Let's see what we've got then. So I can see bees in the top box already. That doesn't mean it's full. No, they're just starting to move up into this third super. But that one's full. So second one up, and if that one's full, 100% sure the next one down will be as well. Oh God, they glued it together. Oh. Who'd have thought? That's never ever seen that before. Hopefully I don't do another one because I haven't got any more hive tools with me. Oh, some weight in that. Jesus. So there we go. Gorgeous light honey. And now to see if we can find this queen. I might be speaking too soon, but generally don't seem too bad at the minute. Ah, here we go. So they're not as bad as they have been, but the smell coming out this hive is that the defence pheromone, the attack pheromone, and it stinks. And I know they're only going to get worse the further I go. I just need to find her, then I can cage her. One downside with Langstrath is when you're searching for stuff, obviously the bigger frames, the more bees. Over at one of the nut yards then, and there's a fair amount of bee flight today, which I'm surprised about, because the balsam looks really, really tired. We've not had no rain for weeks and weeks and weeks, but yet there's a crazy amount of flight, and then definitely in the balsam I can see the stripes on the backs. But we've got some monster newts here, and there's some on the lighter side. So we'll go through all these, do some more splits. Yeah, proper splittathon, I think. I need 25 because I've got 25 queens coming next week. But that said, if I can split more, then I'll just order some more queens. But yeah, decent amount of bee flight, which bodes well. Okay, crack on with these.